So, you wrote a book about the 1986 Mets.
Mhm.
Um, my dad my dad was at Crenshaw when Darryl Strawberry was there.
Oh,
I think he was a couple years older, but he was there at the same time. And my dad always swore by Strawberry. So when I was a kid and Strawberry was with the Yankees, I was kind of raised on that. My dad always rooted for the Yankees, stuff like that.
yeah.
I've always said that Strawberry's like he's like the most successful, disappointing player in history because he still hit 335 home runs. He still made 8 All-Star teams. He still won like 3 World Series. But he was supposed to be Babe Ruth, and he never became that. And then of course you had Doc Gooden, who I mean for that one year, maybe one of the great single seasons. I don't know if it was 85 or 86. And
Mhm.
you had Keith Hernandez on that team. I think Davey Johnson was the manager. Um, what do you think it is that I guess I'll just focus on Strawberry. I mean, what do you think it is about Strawberry? Was it just the drugs that made it that he never quite reached his potential as a big leaguer?
But why though, Anthony? Why do you feel that way? He's the best.
Didn't
He's the best baseball player to come out of California ever.
No, he's
Barry
not.
Bonds? Barry Bonds
I
from
know it. I know.
California.
I'm just being biased because he's inner city. I'm being biased, man.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it was the drugs. It was the drugs, period. Him and good. And it's really funny. You make a good point. Like I'm looking at Strawberry stats here, and Strawberry 335 career home runs, 1,000 RBIs. Dwight Gooden wound up 194 and 112 with a 3.5 ERA. Like they both had excellent careers. Like
Yeah,
people talk about them like they're Ryan Leaf, like,
right.
and that actually annoys me. They're both really, really excellent major leaguers. They're not, and sometimes I think it's dumb actually. Like sometimes it's like, it's so disappointing. And it's like they should have been in a
Right.
Hall of Fame. They should have been in a Hall of Fame. And you're like, wow. So their bronze heads aren't in a museum in upstate New York. Like that's the big disappointment in life. Like to me, like Darryl Strawberry now there's this story in the New York Times about him the other day, a really good story written by Michael Bamberger about sort of how he straightened out his life and he became a pastor and he's a little MAGA, which is a little weird to me, but otherwise like kind of straightened up his life and I'm like, so that's a success. We all have life's journeys, like that's part of the journey. Maybe his destiny wasn't to be a great baseball player, but maybe he's happy and he's married and he has kids and he's a good dad. Like, isn't that a success? So I just think it's a little overblown, the failures of Darryl Strawberry.
Darryl was 6'6" and put up numbers, man. That guy was a monster for the Mets,
Yeah.
dude. He's like I said, he ushered in the big, the big guys to me, for height wise, 6'6", he was kind of ushering in that, man. That to me, I'm kind of biased when it comes to him because I'm a huge Darryl fan, and I'm a New York fan at heart. But yeah, man, don't put some respect on that guy's name, Anthony. Shoot, come on,
Yeah,
No,
man.
I
Anthony,
love
come on, man.
like I said, I
Jeez.
was raised on the guy, but I'm just saying, when he came out, Jeff can tell you, he was supposed to be, he was
Ed
supposed to
Williams.
be at least, yeah,
Hey
he was supposed to
Jeff,
be
I got an
at
uncle
least.
that went to Hamilton High School, and he played against Darryl, and he used to say Darryl broke a lot of windows because if you see how Crenshaw High School is, it's literally across the street from residential homes, So they were like, dude, when Darryl was cracking shit from that field to he was busting windows, busting car door, all type of stuff, man. Dude, he's a legend, Anthony.
Eric
Yeah,
Legend.
Davis on that team too, former Cincinnati Red, also played with him at Crenshaw High.
Right.
So,
Right.
pretty good.
yeah, yeah.